Hello everyone! Today we're going to talk about what to say when we hear good news. When my birthday is around the corner, sometimes my students would send me a text message or even gifts. And when they send me a text message, some of my students say, "Congratulations." If we translate this in Korean, it would mean 축하합니다. But actually, congratulations cannot be used in this way. Of course, it does mean 축하합니다, but it cannot be used for a birthday. Here's why. Congratulations is used when you achieved something or when the result of something is good. So for example, a promotion, a wedding, or if you had a baby, and so on. However, for your birthday, you didn't actually do anything to be born. You were just born and you didn't achieve anything. So for birthday, we would not use congratulations. We would say happy birthday. Happy is used in many other occasions. Happy Mother's Day or Happy Teacher's Day. And again, for Happy Teacher's Day, I didn't personally achieve anything, so we would just say Happy Teacher's Day. If you think about it, we also say Happy Easter. But we don't say Happy Christmas, we say Merry Christmas. Actually, in the UK, the Queen and the royal family would use Happy Christmas. So some people from UK would use Happy Christmas. However, a Christmas carol dated back from the 1500s, the lyrics said Merry Christmas, and also Charles Dickens used Merry Christmas in his novel, A Christmas Carol. Also, if we think about it, if we say Happy Christmas and Happy New Year, it's kind of repetitive. So now we say, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. So let's go back to congratulations. Now I'm going to explain a few expressions that we can use with congratulations or instead of congratulations. Please note the tone and intonation when I use these expressions. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats is a short form of congratulations and is usually used in written form. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. That's wonderful news. That's wonderful news. That's great. That's great. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Well done. Well done. I knew it. I knew it. You did it. You did it. You totally deserve it. You totally deserve it. Bravo. Bravo. Way to go. Way to go. So these expressions can be used independently or they can be used along with congratulations. So you can mix and match, and for example, you can say, "Congratulations, I knew it. You did it." Or, "Congratulations, I'm so happy for you. That's awesome." In this way, you can mix and match different expressions. If you just say congratulations, it might be too short and it doesn't show enough emotion. So it would be great if you could mix and match 2 or 3 sentences and say, "Congratulations, I'm so happy for you." In a more formal situation, we would use the expression congratulations on or congratulations for. So we usually use congratulations on and the event. So we would say, "Congratulations on your promotion." "Congratulations on your promotion." "Congratulations on your wedding." "Congratulations on your wedding." "Congratulations on your new house." "Congratulations on your new house." If someone had a baby, you could say, "Congratulations on the new addition to your family." "Congratulations on the new addition to your family." And so on. And like informal, we could also mix and match different expressions. "Congratulations on your promotion. You totally deserve it." "Congratulations on your wedding. I'm so happy for you. That's amazing." Something like that. Today, we went through some expressions that can be used along with congratulations or instead of congratulations. We also learned when not to use congratulations. For example, your birthday. Thank you!